Hello everybody and welcome to the first episode of Smackdown after WrestleMania in our WWE 2K25 Universe mode, and we are kicking things off with the 24/7 Championship. Who will answer the call? Oh ho ho. It's going to be the former founding member of the Judgment Day, the man who remained on Smackdown in the Universe Mode draft, Damian Priest. And here's the thing about DP. He's had numerous championship opportunities in his Universe Mode career. Unfortunately, each and every single one of them, he has missed out on it. If he wins the 24/7 Championship here tonight, it'll be his first title reign in his Universe Mode career. But Damian Priest, it's going to be no easy task because he will take on the WWE Hall of Famer, the new 24/7 champion, the Big Red Machine, Kane. But if anyone could take that man down on the SmackDown roster, I would safely assume it is Damian Priest. Who could forget Backlash last year, when Damian Priest tried to take the World Heavyweight Championship from Eddie Kingston in a San Juan street fight. Eddie Kingston, now a member of the Monday Night Raw roster once again, but Damian Priest is still on SmackDown. As here comes the champion, making his way to the ring. It was a shocking moment this past Monday night on Raw when Kane returned from the pits of hell and took down the former champion, the dominating Great Khali, in order to end that title reign and for Kane to win the 24/7 Championship in this stage of his career. This is Kane's first title defense since winning it. And Kane, even though he is the mayor of Knox County, Tennessee, Kane still loves a good fight, as that is what it is all about. Our first of two championship matches that we have here tonight on the post-WrestleMania edition of SmackDown. The 24/7 Championship is on the line.
Introducing the challenger from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
Can Damian Priest finally win gold in his Universe Mode career?
Weighing in at 323 pounds, the 24/7 champion,
Kane still looks as intimidating as ever. As Kane with that championship in his possession. But can this be the only title defense in Kane's 24/7 title reign? Because he's going to have one hell of a challenger in Damian Priest, as that is what it is all about. 24/7 Championship on the line. Damian Priest the challenger. Kane the champion. As what is set to be an incredible night here on SmackDown. Match underway. There's Priest. Priest trying to start the match with a few strikes, but look at Kane, barely phased by those strikes. The Undertaker's brother. Kane is looking to continue to dominate even in the year 2025. And let's not forget, we got an incredible night here on SmackDown. We have been told that Kevin Owens will put his Intercontinental Championship on the line in an open challenge here tonight to celebrate his WrestleMania title defense against Johnny Gargano. We also have been told that the new Women's Intercontinental Champion, Fallon Henley, will address the fans later on tonight as well. We're going to crown a number one contender for the Women's World Champion, Mercedes Moné, Bianca Belair, Chris Statlander, and Stephanie Vaquer, who will be next in line to challenge the CEO. And we've also been told that Roman Reigns will put his World Heavyweight Championship on the line in a triple threat match at Backlash. The former champion, Switchblade Jay White, And a winner of a fatal 4-way match in our main event, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Hangman Adam Page, and MJF. That is going to be one hell of a match. All that and so much more still to come tonight, as the champion Kane is in control right now of this title match. And Kane looks like he hasn't missed a day in the gym, going for a cover and a kick out by Priest. But the one thing Kane does not want to do is underestimate Damian Priest. Damian Priest has made a career out of beating people up. But Kane is, oh my God, a shot right to the throat of DP, the Archer of Infamy. And now Kane, twerking on the neck. And this is what Kane enjoys, torturing people. And now Kane into a cover to retain early and a kick out by Priest. I mean, Great Khali reigning as champion was insane enough, but Kane being the one to end the reign. Damian Priest tried to go for an axe handle, failed to connect, and Kane just taking Priest down. And Kane is loving this. Damian Priest is going to need something big. Wait a minute, counters him with DDT, and now Priest has found an opening. Kane trying to retreat, but clothesline. Priest with a kip up though, and Priest trying to get the shots in, but Kane is too damn strong. And remember, Damian Priest cannot win the 24/7 championship by countout or disqualification. Priest needs to keep the fight going to Kane, but Kane is not backing down, and this does not look good for Mr. Damian Priest. Damian Priest continuing to fight. Count of 7 by the referee. Both men need to get back in the ring. Priest bringing Kane back in the ring, but Priest needs to find an opening. Otherwise, he is going to miss out on yet another title opportunity. We got to respect the perseverance, though, of Damian Priest. And Priest sending Kane into the corner. And Priest cannot diddle-daddle. He needs to keep his foot on the gas pedal. And look at these now. Brutal stomps by Damian Priest. Kane is down. This could be Priest's opening that he has been looking for this entire match. As Kane up on the top turnbuckle, what does the Archer have in mind? Wait a minute, top rope Hurricane Rana. But Kane back to his feet. Kane recovered from that Hurricane Rana. And the champion now back in control. Wait a minute, no. Priest. Can he do it? Little tribute to Scott Hall. The Razor's Edge Powerbomb. This could be it. To win the 24/7 championship. He does. Damian Priest is the new 24/7 champion. Priest finally wins gold in his Universe Mode career. It took 3.5 seasons, but Damian has finally done it. Kane dominated most of the early going in this match, but then Priest showed the WWE Universe's perseverance, his drive, even when it looked like all hope was lost. Beautiful cheap shot there by Priest. Stunned Kane just enough for Priest. The brutal show of strength into the Razor's Edge Powerbomb, and that was enough for Damian Priest to become our brand new 24/7 champion. Damian Priest is finally a champion in his career with the 24/7 championship. What a victory for Damian Priest. And now you got to think, what does the future hold for the former patriarch of the Judgment Day? We will find out sooner rather than later. But what a way to kick off the Smackdown after WrestleMania. Damian Priest is our new 24/7 champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go from one title match to another, as it is now time for the Intercontinental Championship Open Challenge. Who is going to try to take that title away from Kevin Owens here tonight? Oh ho ho! It's the bouncy boy himself, the young OG, Javon Evans, is here. And this young man has a chance to make history, to become the youngest sanctioned champion in Universe Mode history at just 21 years of age. Javon Evans, formerly a free agent, found a permanent home to SmackDown in this year's Universe Mode draft. And Javon Evans can prove to SmackDown higher-ups why it was a great decision to draft the young OG permanently to SmackDown if he can become the Intercontinental Champion on the SmackDown after WrestleMania. What a choice, as Javon Evans is walking into the biggest match in his Universe Mode career. But here comes the champion, the man that loves a good fight, Kevin Owens. Obviously, he retained the Intercontinental Championship against Johnny Gargano at Night 2 of WrestleMania, keeping his place on the SmackDown roster. As Kevin Owens will remain on SmackDown this year, but Kevin Owens, the man who has reigned with that belt ever since New Year's Revolution when he defeated Mark Briscoe to win that championship back. Kevin Owens celebrating a WrestleMania victory, but could you imagine if Kevin, willing to put that title on the line yet again, loses it here tonight against the young OG Javon Evans? Kevin Owens said when he won that belt he wants to be a fighting champion, and he is looking to do just that here tonight. But can this be the last time that we see Kevin Owens with that Intercontinental Championship in his possession? As that is what it is all about, the Intercontinental Championship once again on the line here on Universe Mode.
Introducing the challenger from Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing in at 170 pounds, Javon Evans.
Javon Evans, huge opportunity here tonight.
Weighing in at 266 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens, still the Intercontinental Champion, but the question is how much longer? It could be tonight that Kevin Owens loses that championship. Javon getting a good look at what he is fighting for. That is what it is all about. The prestigious Intercontinental Championship is on the line. Javon Evans, the challenger. Kevin Owens, the champion. What a match we are about to witness. Here we go. And Javon Evans, like we said during his entrance, has a chance to make history, to become the youngest sanctioned Universe Mode champion in history. Cheap shot by Evans. It's a little bit unlike the young OG, but obviously when you're in a title match like this, desperate times call for desperate measures. And you got to think, is Owens completely 100% after his match against Johnny Takeover at WrestleMania? Javon Evans obviously did not compete at WrestleMania, so could be a little bit fresh, which could give Javon a bit of an advantage in this match. And think about the amount of greats who have held that championship here on Universe Mode. The likes of Rey Mysterio, Xavier Woods, Finn Balor, Jay White, and Kevin Owens. Throwing the young OG, remember? Oh, wait a minute, Owens taking it to the skies, takes out Javon. That is how much Kevin Owens wants to remain Intercontinental Champion. I should say men's Intercontinental Champion, because we're going to hear from the women's IC Champion Fallon Henley later on tonight. Maybe address the future of her title reign after winning it at WrestleMania. Oh, Kevin tried to bring Javon into the ring. Didn't really work. Count of 4 by the referee. Nice clubbing blow there by Owens. Obviously, Kevin Owens' good friend Sami Zayn returned to Monday Night Raw this past Monday night. Got drafted back to Raw in the draft. Kevin Owens remaining on SmackDown. Count of 6. And Javon with a kip up. Obviously does not want to miss out on this opportunity. Owens looking to gloat, but that gave... Oh, wait a minute. Javon trying to lift up Owens. Didn't really work. Owens obviously had got the size advantage and the strength. Kevin Owens has been in a lot of big matches. Oh my God, into an elbow. Owens, whenever he is in a big situation like this, he always brings his A game. That's why he is so successful here in Universe Mode. Takes Javon down again. But if I'm Javon, I wouldn't get emotional. I wouldn't let the pressure get to you, because heaven knows when your next opportunity will come if you do not win tonight. Give it everything you got. As Owens again on the top turnbuckle. Swanton bomb. That was how he won the championship. Cover to retain. And he does. Kevin Owens makes quick work of Javon here tonight on SmackDown. Kevin Owens retains. And Javon tried to get a very good start in this matchup. But Kevin Owens, look at this beautiful suicide dive there by the Intercontinental Champion. And Owens just brutalized Javon. Literal squash match here tonight. Owens proving to everyone on the SmackDown roster why he is the Intercontinental Champion.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Intercontinental Champion,
Kevin
Kevin Owens.
Owens once again retains the Intercontinental Championship. And now the question is, who could be next for the Intercontinental Champion, and who could potentially take that championship away from him? But what a win for Kevin Owens, retaining the Intercontinental Championship on the first SmackDown after WrestleMania. We are back here on SmackDown, what has already been a chaotic night, as we are going to crown a #1 contender for the Women's World Championship. As here comes Chris Statlander making her way to the ring.
Contest is a triple threat match. Making her way to the ring from Long Island, New York, Chris Statlander.
Chris Statlander, former AEW TBS champion in Universe Mode. And Chris Statlander, we haven't seen a lot of her in quite some time here on Universe Mode, but she was brought to SmackDown from Raw in the Universe Mode draft. Chris Statlander, a little bit of history with Mercedes Moné. Chris Statlander can make a huge impact if she manages to earn herself a world title match. And here comes a woman returning to Universe Mode after a month away, Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair, former two-time WWE Women's Champion here on Universe Mode, former TBS Champion in her own right as well. The last time we saw Bianca Belair was over a month ago on Raw, where she lost the WWE Women's Championship to the now former champion Jordynne Grace. We haven't seen Bianca since, but now she's back, making her SmackDown in-ring debut in Universe Mode. And Bianca, who could forget her amazing matches against Mercedes Moné many moons ago. Bianca looking to maybe reignite that rivalry and try to take that championship away from the CEO. But she's not the only one with history with the CEO. Stephanie Vaquer making her in-ring debut to the blue brand. And this woman's going to be something else. Obviously, who could forget Forbidden Door 2024? Stephanie Vaquer and Mercedes Moné going one-on-one. That, a lot of people would say that was the match that put Stephanie Vaquer on the map. And you got to think Stephanie is going to want revenge from that match and maybe try to take that Women's World Championship away from Mercedes Moné. Obviously, Stephanie Vaquer's compatriot, Julia, was brought from SmackDown Raw, and in response, Stephanie Vaquer was brought from Raw to SmackDown. Not a lot of success in Stephanie's short Universe Mode career, but maybe a move to SmackDown could be exactly what Stephanie Vaquer needed. As here we go, Statlander, Belair, or Vaquer. Who is next in line to challenge Mercedes Moné? We are going to find out right now. Oh, and Statlander and Vaquer looking to lock horns in the early stages. Look at Bianca, though, getting herself involved, taking out Vaquer. And obviously a rivalry reignited from Season 1 between Chris Statlander and Bianca Belair. Obviously, Mercedes Moné defeated Rhea Ripley at WrestleMania to retain the Women's World title. Ooh, beautiful drop kick there by the two-time Women's Champ Bianca Belair. Oh, Vaquer. Could be a quick night in the office trying to steal a win and a kick out by Belair. Could you imagine if Stephanie managed to earn a title match just like that? But Chris Statlander, a lot of people could say, is the dark horse in this match because we haven't seen her in quite some time. But Statlander could be back in her element now that she's a part of SmackDown. And Vaquer from behind into a knee to the back. And now Steph onto the apron. And the springboard cross body. Oh, and now Belair rolls through. Little bit of payback roll, but a quick kick out by Vaquer. And all three of these ladies are going to want a quick victory. Try to conserve their energy. Big swinging boot there by Vaquer. And a senton, by Statlander. Oh, and a spear to Chris Statlander. Bianca into the cover. But Vaquer was right there to break it up. Bianca Belair obviously spent a month away itching for a chance to get back in the ring. My God. Big drop there by Statlander. And now here comes, Vaquer into a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. And now Belair takes Vaquer down. What a match. Very fast-paced between all three ladies, giving it everything they've got and then some. Takedown there. Drop kick by Stephanie. Oh, but Belair with a kip up takes Vaquer off the apron. And remember, the only way to win is by pinfall or submission in the ring. Now the sledgehammer shots by Belair. Statlander on the other side, grabbing a steel chair. Look at Bianca now. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Did you see the landing of Stephanie Vaquer when Statlander hit Bianca with the steel chair? I think we need medical personnel to check on Vaquer. She could be out. And Bianca in a splash. My goodness. These three ladies are giving everything they got. As we're going to be right back on SmackDown after this quick break. As we are back here on SmackDown, the first SmackDown after WrestleMania, here in Universe Mode, we are in the middle of a Women's World Championship #1 contenders match between Stephanie Vaquer, Chris Statlander, and Bianca Belair. And before our break, these three ladies were punishing each other. I don't know how Stephanie Vaquer is still fighting after that landing. Bianca into the Jaded to Chris Statlander. A little bit of an homage to her friend Jade Cargill. And now Stephanie back in the ring trying to meet Bianca there. Statlander's out of commission. Great headbutt there by Vaquer. And now as Bianca up into the slam. Statlander back in the ring with the steel chair. Oh, throwing it to both ladies. Barely phased them though. Now look at this. Vaquer and Statlander double KO punch to Belair. But here comes Chris now. Oh, Project Ciampa to Stephanie. Can Chris get an opportunity? No. Quick kick out by Stephanie. Shocking with the amount of punishment she's taken in this match thus far. But now Statlander locked and loaded on her target. Oh, reality check. Oh, and Bianca tried to utilize a kendo stick. And slam onto the chair. Chris Statlander making the most out of her Universe Mode return and SmackDown debut. Oh, and again right onto the chair. Here comes Heat defeat by Stephanie. Out of nowhere. Can Stephanie Vaquer be the #1 contender? Almost got it near fall. You see a bit of shock on the face of Stephanie Vaquer. Thought that was it. Thought she was going to get that opportunity. Wait a minute, Bianca. Into the KOD. The kiss of death. And Bianca realizing Chris is down for the win. Bianca is the #1 contender. What a match between these three top women's talents that came from Raw to SmackDown. There was close calls for all three of these ladies in this matchup. Look at this by Bianca Belair. Beautiful splash, proving why she is a two-time women's champion here on Universe Mode. First, the beautiful Jaded to Chris Statlander on the outside. Throwing the steel chair to both women, but it didn't work. And Bianca took a lot of punishment. We thought here that Stephanie Vaquer was going to become the #1 contender with the Eat defeat to Statlander, but Chris was able to kick out just in time. And then Bianca came out of nowhere and hit Vaquer with a beautiful KOD. Been a while since we've seen that. Into the cover, and Bianca is the #1 contender for the women's world title. Bianca Belair has an opportunity to become the 3rd woman in Universe Mode history to hold both the WWE and Women's World Championships in a Universe Mode career, as Bianca is next in line to challenge Mercedes Moné for the Women's World Championship. What a SmackDown debut for Bianca Belair. And now the question is, could we potentially be looking at our next Women's World Champion? As we are back here on SmackDown, as it is now time for the SmackDown in-ring debut of the top guys. FTR are here.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 446 pounds, Case Wheeler and XR1.
Obviously, FTR brought from Raw to SmackDown in the Universe Mode draft, former AEW World Tag Team Champions. The last time we saw FTR was the Raw before WrestleMania, where they lost to Adam Copeland and Christian Cage in a tag team match. But FTR here on SmackDown looking for a fresh start, looking to potentially get their names in potential title contention for the Lucha Brothers and the World Tag Team Championships. Whoa, as here comes Tyler Bate making his way to the ring.
Their opponents, first representing New Catch Republic from Dudley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds, Tyler Bate.
Well, Tyler Bate, the big, strong boy, the last time we saw him here on Universe Mode, he failed to defeat main event Jey Uso for the Hardcore Championship. Tyler Bate remaining on SmackDown in the Universe Mode draft, as Tyler Bate looks set to take on FTR in a tag team match. But the question is, who is his partner here tonight? Oh boy. Should have known. The Bruiserweight is on SmackDown.
Catch Republic from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Bruiserweight,
Pete Dunne, of course, the man formerly known as Butch here in Universe Mode, former United Kingdom champion, former tag team champion as well with Rusev. And Pete Dunne is now here on SmackDown looking for a fresh start. Of course, a lot of history with Tyler Bate and their days down on NXT. Of course, the team formerly known as British Strong Style, now known as New Catch Republic. Pete Dunne making his SmackDown in-ring debut as well. And this could be a fresh start for the Bruiserweight's Universe Mode career. Get back to new heights that he was at way early on. As it will be Cash Wheeler of FTR starting against Tyler Bate of New Catch Republic here on SmackDown. And maybe this is the career resurgence that Tyler Bate needs as well. Maybe he can't cut it in the singles division. Maybe moving to the tag team division could do wonders. Because could you imagine seeing the Lucha Brothers versus New Catch Republic for the World Tag Team titles? Or a lot of history between the Lucha Brothers and FTR outside of WWE. It could be very interesting to see that here in Universe Mode. Of course, when FTR were a part of Monday Night Raw, they thought it was going to be smooth sailing, but it wasn't. And now FTR here on SmackDown. And look at this by Wheeler. Oh, the abominable stretch to Tyler Bate. And Tyler able to get out of it early on. Tyler Bate won the NXT United Kingdom Championship at just 19 years old. And Tyler Bate, oh, the uppercut right to the back of the neck of Wheeler. And now Cash Wheeler outside the ring. Here's Tyler Bate on the apron into the axe handle. Great maneuver there. This is going to be one interesting tag team match. But what about our main event? CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Hangman Adam Page, and MJF. Winner advances to the World Heavyweight Championship triple threat match at Backlash in Lyon, France. Oh, and now Dax Harwood tagged in, same with Pete Dunne. And Harwood's a little bit more legal, but here comes Pete Dunne. And oh, here we go, the Kimura. The Kimura is in by Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne, in the early days of Universe Mode, was so dominant on Monday Night Raw, but somewhere along the way, Pete Dunne just became lost in the shuffle in a sense. A move to SmackDown could be exactly what Pete needs. And look at the strikes there by Pete Dunne. Oh my God. Taking Harwood down, oh, into the shoulder. The most no-nonsense competitor in Pete Dunne went for the axe handle, missed the mark. And that gives Harwood the opening. Oh, quick tag to Tyler Bate. What the heck's going on? What a suplex. Great chemistry between Bate and Dunne in their tag team debut. And here we go, the big strong boy looking to fly. Tyler Bate looking to redeem himself after his recent loss of a hardcore title shot. Just ask Darby Allin. He's now a part of Monday Night Raw again. And now Bate is trying to look for something big there, but Dax the Axe looking to avoid it, formerly known as Scott Dawson. Oh my God, that was like a zigzag there. And the knee to the face, and now FTR could be looking for control once again in this matchup. Oh, here we go. Shades of his hero, Bret Hart. Into the sharpshooter middle of the ring. Oh, but there's Dunne. Pete Dunne able to break up the submission. And now here we go. Classic top guy stuff. Oh, and the double team to the arm there of Tyler Bate. Now Wheeler once again legal. Beautiful takedown there to Tyler Bate. And look at the way that leg is bending. Oh my God. I could break Tyler's leg and Tyler could be out of action for months. And another tag to Pete Dunne. And Pete Dunne, the difference maker to any match he's in. No. Great clothesline there by Cash Wheeler. And FTR does not want their SmackDown debut to result in a loss, because that could make or break a Universe Mode career. Now a submission to the shoulder of Pete Dunne. Don't know exactly how that will work out, but look at this by Dunne. Into a triangle choke. Middle of the ring to Cash Wheeler. But Cash power bomb, able to get out of it. Great way. Great ring awareness there by Wheeler as well. Of course, the FTR Revival, whatever you want to call them, have held tag team championships everywhere they went. Covered by Wheeler, and A kick out there by Dunn. A little bit of hesitation there by the referee to get in position. But FTR are in control, something you love to see. And now Wheeler again into a cover on Pete and another kick out. FTR is going to need to rethink their strategy. Try to think, what do they need to do? Oh, what the hell is Cash Wheeler thinking here? Oh my God, wrap it around the ring post. Into a figure 4 on the post. Pete Dunne must be unimaginable pain. You've got to be kidding me. That's one way to get an advantage in a match. We've never seen that type of move before. Figure 4 on the ring post. Pete Dunne's legs have got to be in pain. How the hell is Pete Dunne still fighting here? And now Pete. Obviously, neither man wants to have a count-out win or loss here. Match continues in the ring. Now Wheeler. Tag to... I almost said Scott Dawson. Tag to Harwood again. Oh. Nice shot again there. And now Harwood into the pile driver to Pete Dunne. And this could be top guys out. No, Tyler Bate, before the referee could even count, breaks it up. And FTR, you got to give him credit. He's doing incredible work here on New Catch Republic. Oh, and now Wheeler into a pile driver of his own. Pete Dunne is getting brutalized here. Into another cover for the win. And FTR impresses in their Universe Mode Smackdown debut. It looked like New Catch Republic in the early stages of this match had the match in the bag. But FTR obviously have been teaming for a lot longer. And FTR said they came to SmackDown looking for redemption. I'd say they are getting close to redemption. And like we said, we could very well see FTR someday as World Tag Team Champions. But look at this by Cash Wheeler. The most impressive and creative move I've ever seen. A figure 4 to Pete Dunne around the ring post. Pete Dunne was in unimaginable pain and didn't even have another opportunity to tag Tyler Bate back into this matchup. If he did, we could maybe say that New Catch Republic were the victors tonight. But then Harwood into the pile driver to Pete Dunne. It was not able to get the job done. Another double team by FTR later, and then a spinning pile driver by Cash Wheeler was the difference maker as FTR with a W in their SmackDown debut.
Here are your winners, Case Wheeler and XR
FTR with a victory. As you got to think, what does the future hold for FTR in their Universe Mode careers going forward? What a victory here on SmackDown for the top guys. As we are back here tonight on Smackdown, as it is time for El Idolo to make his way to the ring once again on Smackdown. Andrade is here.
The following is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Gomez Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 230 pounds,
Andrade El Idolo is here, remaining on SmackDown in the draft. But he is set for in-ring action coming up next on SmackDown. Obviously, Andrade had an opportunity at the World Heavyweight Championship at Fastlane against Roman Reigns. But tonight, Andrade's still on SmackDown. But the question is, who is Andrade's opponent here tonight? Oh, wait a minute. Who the hell is this? Oh ho ho. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't even know when the last time it even was since we've seen Bandito here on Universe Mode. But obviously he was drafted pretty early in the Universe Mode draft coming to SmackDown. Who could forget Bandito's impressive series of matches against Roosh in AEW, against Roosh in Season 1. Over 2 years later, Bandito is here on SmackDown, and what a better first opponent than Andrade, who Bandito also has a lot of history with as well. Obviously, Roosh now a part of the Monday Night Raw roster. As this is going to get interesting, we could be in for one hell of a fight between Bandito and Andrade. And Bandito in the early stages, match is underway. We are getting to this matchup, and Bandito looks like he hasn't missed a beat. It's been so long since we've last seen him. Look at this by Bandito, the man that's most wanted. And another moonsault to Andrade. I don't even think Andrade even expected to see Bandito back here on SmackDown. Tornado DDT. And if Bandito keeps at this pace, Here we go, Bandito with a beautiful shot to Andrade. We're sorry for the constant interruptions. We're back here on SmackDown here in Universe Mode. Bandito returning to Universe Mode for the first time in, I believe, 2 years against Andrade, making his SmackDown in-ring debut. Meteor in the corner. And now Bandito locked and loaded. Oh, Hurricane Rana to Andrade. This could be a quick night in the office. Andrade with a kick out. Could you imagine if Bandito had the quick victory over Andrade here? I was going to say before the interruption, Bandito, if he keeps at this pace, could be a very big presence on the SmackDown roster. Definitely a future champion for sure. And Andrade, who's been in Universe Mode since day one pretty much, has never been a champion yet in his Universe Mode career. Oh, the elbow. And now Andrade looking to get back in this fight into the cover on Bandito, and a kick out at 2. You see Andrade getting frustrated. He does not want to start off this new era with a loss. Well, here we go. The message. The message connects on Bandito. Cover. Hooks the leg. And Bandito kicks out. This match continues. We said this match, we're not worthy chants by the WWE Universe. Yeah, you're right. We're not. We didn't even think that this match was even going to take place tonight, but boy, are we glad it is. Bandito now, into a vicious shot. Bandito's such an amazing, athletic competitor. Springboard Hurricane Rana to Andrade. One of the most talented luchadors in Ring of Honor and AEW history. Cutter! Pop-up cutter by Bandito on Andrade. And Bandito wins in his SmackDown debut. What a victory. For the first time in 2 years, Bandito returns to Universe Mode in an impressive match against Andrade in a back and forth contest. Andrade tried to get back in the match, but it did not work. And then the message by Andrade looked like he could have gotten the job done, but he couldn't. Bandito remained in the fight. Beautiful springboard Hurricane Rana. And then, probably one of the most impressive moves I've ever seen, a pop-up cutter to El Idolo. And Bandito wins in his SmackDown debut. Bandito, welcome home to SmackDown. And if Bandito keeps at this pace, I'm very confident that we could say Bandito is a future champion here on Universe Mode. What an impressive debut for Bandito here on SmackDown. Ladies and gentlemen, here's our new Women's Intercontinental Champion, Fallon Henley, set to address the fans about her title win this past weekend at WrestleMania. I beat 4 of the most underrated women in Universe Mode to win my first championship, the Women's Intercontinental Championship. And ladies, I know you're all watching, so if you want a shot, just come on out here and take it. Wait a minute. Oh my God, that's sky blue. Fallon, you said anyone can take their shot? Here I am. I have waited too damn long for my opportunity, and now I'm here on SmackDown. So how about you face me first? I'm sorry, I forgot you even worked here. Oh my god, well, I was going to say, that's Sky Blue, the former AEW TBS champion. We haven't seen her in a long time. But Fallon Henley basically ignoring the returning Sky Blue. Sky Blue tried to take her shot at the Women's Intercontinental Championship, but Fallon Henley says, no, I don't want to face you. And you got to think, now that Sky Blue is here on Universe Mode, what could the fallout to this rivalry become? Fallon Henley, blatant disrespect to Sky Blue here on SmackDown. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on SmackDown. What has already been a very crazy night, but we are set for the SmackDown in-ring debut of Ludwig Kaiser, the former understudy to the undisputed WWE champion, Gunther. Ludwig Kaiser now stands alone here on the blue brand. This is a new feeling for Ludwig.
Making his way to the ring, representing Imperium from Hamburg, Germany, weighing in at 220 pounds, Ludwig Kaiser.
Obviously, Gunther remained on Monday Night Raw in the draft because he is the current undisputed WWE champion, but Ludwig was not safe in the draft, bringing Ludwig to SmackDown in the draft. So Ludwig now has to go alone for the first time ever in his Universe Mode career, as he is set to have his first match as part of the SmackDown roster here tonight. And Ludwig, when I talked to him before SmackDown got on the air, he said, it's now time to show why I deserve championship opportunities. Obviously, Ludwig Kaiser, former AEW World Trios champion alongside Gunther and Giovanni Vinci, another former member of Imperium. But Ludwig now has to focus on his singles career. Wait a minute. But who's Ludwig's opponent? Oh, of course.
And his opponent from New York, weighing in at 189 pounds, Smooth Operator.
Orange Cassidy. Also, a man being brought from Raw to SmackDown. There's a lot of Raw to SmackDown guys here tonight. Orange Cassidy, former 24/7 champion, former Raw Tag Team champion as well with the American Dragon Bryan Danielson, but freshly squeezed also on his own here on the blue brand. And for Orange Cassidy, this could be his chance to really evolve as a competitor on his own. Orange Cassidy, I also forgot to mention, also a former AEW International Champion as well. Two-time champion, in fact. So Orange Cassidy, very successful. Now he's here permanently on SmackDown. As here we go. Orange Cassidy, Ludwig Kaiser. And Orange Cassidy still wrestling in just his jacket and sunglasses. Oh, went for the knee. Ludwig able to counter. Two men who feel abandoned. Don't have their tag team partners anymore. now have to find their own respective destinies. And this could be a good chance for one of these men to get a victory and prove that they can handle themselves as singles competitors. We know Orange Cassidy can, but this is a huge test for Ludwig Kaiser. Oh! And Ludwig taking Orange down. And now a springboard frog splash by Ludwig Kaiser. And a lot of people have said that Ludwig Kaiser is underrated here in Universe Mode. Tonight could be his chance to prove those WWE fans right. And now Ludwig, oh my god, beautiful submission, twerking on the shoulder of Cassidy. And Cassidy has competed on SmackDown in the past. We can forget earlier on in Season 3, he visited SmackDown to challenge Kevin Owens for the Intercontinental Championship. Oh! Ludwig with a cheap shot to Cassidy, and that could give Ludwig Kaiser an opening in this match. Cassidy trying his best to escape, but nothing he's doing is working. Oh! We're back here on SmackDown. Ludwig Kaiser versus Orange Cassidy. And Ludwig Kaiser's been doing pretty good in this matchup, but Orange Cassidy now looking to get back in this matchup. Our first SmackDown after WrestleMania. And let's not forget about what's going to happen next. The Fatal 4-Way match to determine the third man in the World Heavyweight Championship Triple Threat match at Backlash. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, Hangman Adam Page, or MJF. But look at Orange Cassidy into the swinging neckbreaker. Into the cover. Oh, but Ludwig able to counter there. And Orange Cassidy hasn't really been in the ring as well in a while. He was a part of the men's War Games match back at Survivor Series. But ever since then, Orange Cassidy has kind of been on the down low. That is until tonight, now that he is a part of the SmackDown roster. And Ludwig, oh. Cassidy into the drop kick, drops Kaiser down. As now this match is heading to ringside. Big knee to the face. It is a new era of SmackDown indeed. New era for the entirety of Universe Mode, I would say. And now the match is back in the ring. Big uppercut there by Orange. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, the single leg armbar. Or single leg lock. You know what I mean. Oh, but the European uppercut by Kaiser, stomping Cassidy dead in his tracks. And now a submission in on Cassidy. Cassidy able to avoid it. Back and forth now between these two talents. And now again twerking on the shoulder of Ludwig Kaiser. You got to think the undisputed champion Gunther's watching this match on. Orange, God's last gift to Ludwig Kaiser for the win. Orange Cassidy beats Ludwig Kaiser here. And Ludwig will try to attack Orange after the... Oh my God! Ludwig just hit Charles Robinson. Ludwig Kaiser's lost it. This was Ludwig's chance to prove himself as a singles talent. Orange Cassidy defeats Kaiser in his SmackDown debut, and Ludwig Kaiser has lost it. He just assaulted Charles Robinson, our referee. That's got to result in a pretty hefty fine for Ludwig Kaiser. But Orange Cassidy gets the win. And you got to think this situation between OC and Ludwig could be far from over after that. Pretty despicable actions for Ludwig Kaiser here on Smackdown. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here on SmackDown. This is our main event, fatal four-way match to determine who will be the third man, who will join Roman Reigns and Jay White in the World Heavyweight Championship match at Backlash. Obviously, the SmackDown General Manager Will Ferris said that Roman Reigns and Jay White will compete at Backlash, but it will be in a triple threat. And the third man being the winner of this match. Obviously, all four of these men came from Raw over to SmackDown, but Hangman Adam Page has been on SmackDown before, back in Season 1. For Cody Rhodes, CM Punk, and MJF, this is their first time being permanent members of the SmackDown roster, especially Cody Rhodes, the first ever Undisputed Champion and Triple Crown Champion here on Universe Mode as well. MJF, former UK champion, who lost that title at WrestleMania. CM Punk lost the US title opportunity to Seth Rollins in a Texas death match. And Hangman Adam Page has Cody Rhodes and takes him down. Obviously a lot of history between Hangman and Cody. And now Maxwell Jacob Friedman into a nice suplex. A lot of history between Cody and Max here on Universe Mode. Who could forget the Raw after WrestleMania last year when Cody Rhodes took MJF's United States Championship. It's a whole new environment here on the Blue Brand. The land of opportunity. One of these men are going to take advantage of the opportunity here. Hangman with a kendo stick. MJF. Oh, nice clothesline there. Cody and Punk have locked horns a few times before on Raw. Would you imagine Roman Reigns, Jay White, and Cody Rhodes? That would be a pay-per-view main event for the ages for the World Heavyweight title, and a V-trigger there by Max. But here comes the American Nightmare. Nope, Max able to take Cody down. And now Punk in with DDT. And CM Punk, he thought that WrestleMania would be his last chance at a championship. He wins this match, he gets another shot. Ooh, takedown, didn't get all of it. It was enough to take Max down regardless. Obviously, we know the story of MJF and CM Punk. How MJF grew up as a big CM Punk fan, and then Punk let him down. Well, Cody's got Maxwell on the outside into a figure four, but remember, the pinfalls or submissions need to happen inside the ring. And Max able to counter, looking to reverse the pressure. Look at this airplane spin by Hangman on Punk. Obviously, Punk outside the ring had very choice words for Hangman Adam Page. Oh, wait a minute, Max now. As Hangman. Oh, the knee right to the face. Clothesline to Punk. Meanwhile, Cody with a kendo. Oh, and MJF looking to take out everyone in this match. MJF, obviously a former AEW World Champion, but never had a WWE World Title shot. Oh! Low blow to Hangman. Can Maxwell go to Backlash? No, Punk. Able to counter. And now Cody Rhodes takes him down. Max now into a brain buster. Oh, beautiful transition into a cover, but Cody Rhodes was right there to break it up. And Cody Rhodes looking to take care of Max in the corner. Now he's got Punk into the crossroads. First crossroads on SmackDown. Cover, and Maxwell was right there. And now Hangman as well back in the mix. Hangman Adam Page and CM Punk, two men who have yet to become champions in their Universe Mode career. Cody and Max have. Cover by Punk. Ooh, and Punk almost punched his ticket to Backlash. Now here comes Max. Ooh, shot right of the midsection of CM Punk. MJF into the Rainmaker. And now Adam Page feeding shots to Max. This could be Hangman's chance to get in this matchup. So many amazing talents showing their faces here tonight on the SmackDown after WrestleMania. And a lot of fans have waited and have asked, when is Cody Rhodes gonna go to SmackDown? They had their answer a couple of days ago. Cody's going to SmackDown now. Ooh, and a springboard punch by Max. Didn't get all of it, but was enough to knock Cody down. Punk now with an elbow. Drop kick to Hangman. Cody back to his feet. Reverse DDT there to Punk. And now a moonsault to Hangman. Cody's really moving good. But here comes MJF into another Rainmaker. Cover. Oh, and now Punk into the GTS and the Crossroads. Who will get the cover first? It's Cody. Will Cody go to Backlash? No. And now Cody going to cover Hangman. Cody trying to steal the cover for himself. No. That would have been a great way for Cody Rhodes to snag his way into the triple threat match. And now Punk trying to go for a cover. Cody able to break it up. These four amazing talents colliding for the opportunity at a World Heavyweight Championship match. Oh! Shot there by Max. Now has the electric chair position. Oh, shot right at the back of the net. Cody now with the pedigree on Punk. Into the cover. Hooks the leg, and MJF breaks it up. How the hell are we going to determine which one of these four men are going to join Roman Reigns and Jay White? We have been told Roman and Jay are not here tonight. Oh. Shot with the chair. And now CM Punk. Backbreaker. And now the Second City Saint grabbing it. Oh, God. Cody with a baseball bat from behind and slams Punk down onto the floor. And Cody celebrates with the WWE Universe. He's on the blue brand. Cody spent ever since day one as part of the Monday Night Raw roster. He was referred to as the MVP for Raw. And then Cody felt it was finally time to be a part of SmackDown. Look at Max. MJF now. Into the salt of the earth to Hangman. Hangman could tap. And Maxwell Jacob Friedman is going to Lyon, France. MJF will face Roman Reigns and Jay White for the World Heavyweight Championship in a triple threat match at Backlash. MJF will get his first WWE title shot in his Universe Mode career, and he accomplished it in his SmackDown debut. MJF might have found his new home, and he faced three of the best talents Universe Mode has to offer to get it. Talk about an upset. We thought it was either going to be Cody or Punk or hell, even Hangman. But no, it was neither. As MJF came to the ring focused, came to the ring looking for a fresh start, and that was exactly what happened. The beautiful salt to the earth to Hangman, and before Cody could get involved, Hangman tapped. MJF celebrates here on SmackDown, winning his SmackDown debut, and now he has a date with Destiny, as he will face Roman Reigns and Jay White in a triple threat match for the World Heavyweight Championship. What a development. But ladies and gentlemen, that will have to conclude SmackDown here in our WWE 2K25 Universe mode. If you like this video, be sure to leave a like, be sure to subscribe, be sure to turn post notifications on so that way you never miss an upload. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Be good people, and peace.